About a month ago, someone sent me a message asking if I wanted to buy an old Volvo that had been sitting in his field for almost a decade. And because I'm always up for a challenge, I agreed to pay the man £200 sight unseen. The next day, I dragged my friend Gareth all the way to Somerset to collect the car. But not only that, it was our mission to get the thing started and to change the clutch before heading home. I mean, how hard could it be?
Fire!
Fire in the hole!
Fire!
Turns out, really bloody hard, because as you'll have seen in the video, things didn't go according to plan. Fast forward to last week and guess what progress has been made? Yup, you guessed it, none at all, and so I decided the best bet would be to move the Volvo on to someone who can spend the time needed to get everything in order. And so I put an advert on a couple of Volvo Facebook groups asking if anyone wanted it. Turns out, a lot of people wanted it because, unknown to me, this 16-valve engine is one hell of a unicorn in Volvo circles. I received a few messages, but one that stood out was from a bloke called Chris, who offered a straight swap with a car I've been searching for months. The reason? An engine swap like no other, which I'll get onto soon, but one that will upset a few purists and cost a lot of money. Speaking of money, a huge thank you to this week's video sponsor, Phantom Wallet. As you know, I've been using my Phantom X Carbon for a couple of months now, and can report it's as awesome to use daily as it is to look at. It's also made in Canada, is super robust, nice and light, and available in 3 different finishes and sizes, with a variety of cool attachments to choose from. Also, if you want to add cash receipts or business cards to your Phantom Wallet, then you can just add this holder to the back of your Phantom Wallet. Easy to get your money in and out, like so. And if you don't like this one, then you can opt for this. Slightly thinner, silicone band, does exactly the same job. Chuck everything under there. Nice. So then if you want your very own Phantom Wallet, then follow the link in the description below where you will get a massive 30% off your order. And now, back to the show. And now you join me at Clump Fab, and I would like to introduce my new best friend. It's Loki. This is owner Chris, old out Iran. We've done a swap.
Done a deal.
First of all, tell me what you do.
I am a welder of rusty cars.
This MX-5 was quite rusty, the sills were quite rotten, and then Chris just said to me, oh, I'll get it fixed for you, I'm a welder. I was like, oh, okay. And then you sent me some pictures and said, oh, it's really bad, but I'll crack on.
Yeah.
So you did outer sills and inner sills?
Yeah.
And that took you how long?
3 days in total.
Oi, that's not bad going, is it?
No.
So if someone were to come to you with a rotten MX-5
Yeah.
and say, fix it, would you be able to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Nothing's too far gone.
There we go. Nothing, yeah, which we'll get to because you've got a Mercedes,
Yeah.
like lorry van type thing out there.
The Mercedes 407D.
Yes, and Chris says nothing is too far gone, but I'm sorry, that is too far gone. That is too far gone. Anyway, talk to me about this little Mazda MX-5. It's a 1.8 IS,
Yeah.
and it has to be called Peter.
So I got it a couple of years ago. At the time it was rusty, obviously, and had a clutch failure. And my plan was, because it was a little bit too good to break, I thought, oh, I'll get round to it and get it done and either use it or sell it on in the future. But of course, that's never happened because I've always been too busy. And 2 years on, here it is.
And here we are. And another question, I put on the Volvo Facebook page, I'm getting rid of the Volvo because but basically it's going to take too much time. And it's a lot of faff with that thing, and I'm not really a Volvo fan. So I said, who wants it? Make me an offer. I had loads of messages, and then you inboxed me and said, how about we do a swap? Why?
Mostly, I actually really like the old Volvos and that. I've always liked Volvos. I've had a couple. I've had a 240, 940. It's not being scrapped. It is going to be put back on the road.
Yeah, good job. This is actually quite a clean car, isn't it?
It's not bad at all, to be fair. It was actually really cleaned up when I first got it, but being sat, all the paint sort of oxidised a bit now.
And how long has it been sat?
2 years, and before me, I think it had been sat since 2014, so nearly 10 years.
Yeah, quite a while. And what about the history and the mileage?
So it does have full history, which is all in the glove box,
yeah.
which is another reason I never broke it, because it's quite hard to get one with full history now.
And then you've done a right number on it with the welding.
Yeah, so now it's all solid again.
So it'll pass an MOT like that?
That's it, yeah.
It's all right, I know a guy. Rory, have we actually revealed what we're going to be doing with this MX-5?
Oh, no.
Oh, maybe we should do that. So the plan is, I'm going to source another car, and that car will be a diesel car. And then we're going to take the engine out and then make this a diesel MX-5. Because if there's one thing the world needs, it's a diesel MX-5, right?
I mean, I think you're more mad doing that than I am having the Volvo.
No, these are all uncharted waters. There are no kits. Maybe we can make a kit and then, you could be known as the man who does the swapping. Also, Chris, there's a little engine there. Rory, we're gonna have to move back. Back it up, back it in. Let me begin. Tell me more about this. Where is it going?
So this is going in a Ford Capri that I acquired, which is never going to be original again, so I might as well put it in there. That is also going MX-5 rear subframe and rear space frame because it's too far gone to make original. So, yeah. So that mated up to a manual gearbox.
It's going to be quite pokey.
Yeah.
Quite pokey. And then there's one more thing that's really exciting. You know when Chris said nothing is too far gone? Chris, it's too far gone.
Nah.
It's too far gone.
The one good thing, the chassis is solid, so everything can be built off that.
And what is your plan with this?
So this will be turned back into a camper van, and I want to do the NC 500 with a girlfriend with it, basically.
Bloody hell. Because it's got a bit of rust, doesn't it?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, just a little section here that you might need to
I don't know if you can
out.
see, but some bits have been shedding itself. I do sweep it up every month or so.
Yeah. I mean, fair play. I'm really excited to see what this becomes. And your timeline on this?
Originally it was supposed to be this August. It's now going to be next August.
Okay. And then we'll come back next August and it'll be the August after that. Anyway, exciting times. I now have an MX-5 called Peter. Chris now has a Volvo. And you think that you're still going to get it on the road, which is great, which is really good, because everyone else just wanted to take it for the engine, for the head, right?
Yeah.
All that's left to do is for me to take the Volvo off, and then we'll just do a car swap.
Sounds good to me.
One more thing, hold out your hand. You're an idiot.
After the car swap, I decided to drop in on the Boffy Racing guys to tell them my grand plans. After all, what they don't know about MX-5s isn't worth knowing at all.
Okay, so Rory and I have literally just left Clump Fab to go to Boffy Racing, because you are, what, like 2 minutes away?
I don't think it's even that long, actually.
Yeah. Who knew?
Well, we knew.
Okay, that's true. Anyway, this is Lee from Boffy Racing, and I thought I would speak to the experts about my brand new Mazda MX-5 and tell you about the plan to diesel swap it. Now, first of all, talk to me, we'll get to that. Talk to me about this car. Good purchase, bearing in mind I swapped it for a 200 quid Volvo.
That's pretty extraordinary, actually.
You know Chris, he's a welder. He's done the sills on both sides, inner and outer, obviously just the rear here. But the other side is good, it's solid. It locks well. Have a little poke about, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because Boffy Racing, quickly, talk to the people, what do you guys do?
So we're Mazda MX-5 performance specialists. So if you want supercharger kits, turbo kits, suspension, like anything, you dream it, crankshafts, camshafts, you know, pistons, rods.
Diesel engines?
Less so with the diesel engine.
How many have been done that you know of?
Oh, I know of a photoshopped one.
Good idea?
Yes.
Good. We have it from an authority that this can only go well.
What diesel engine?
What's an old car that's rear wheel drive and diesel?
A BMW.
Something like that, yeah. Maybe if we could get like a 4-pot BMW for E46. Oh, I'll do like an E46.
We can do you a gearbox, you know, conversion adapter kit if you want. Make it work.
Hold out your hand.
Nice.
You heard it here first. If I swap you an engine for some bits, it's really hot. Yeah, I'll swap you an engine for a few bits. How about that?
It's basically a boat anchor, mate, so no, you can keep it.
Okay. And on that happy note, I think we're going to now head to Gareth's and then drop this car off at his place and then head home. Because it's like 1,000,000 degrees.
It is so hot.
This is no good. It's hotter than Ibiza today. I don't know if you can see, but my forehead this morning was peeling. I was literally just going like that and peeling skin, dead skin cells off my forehead. I feel very tender. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's gross.
Thank you very much, Lee, for okaying the diesel build.
I think it's going to be magic. Yeah, can't wait.
All right, so Gareth, Peter, Gareth.
Hi, Peter.
First thoughts?
Yeah, it's a bit scruffy, but should we get it started? I mean, that's a true testament to how shit this car is.
It won't start.
So we need to potentially see if it turns over,
Yeah.
and then afterwards we see if the cam belts move.
Let's give Peter power.
So has he got fuel in him?
Yeah, I think so.
And what makes him Peter? What makes this car Peter?
Number plate P204LTR. We'll ignore that. Peter. Peter is French. Come on, come on,
That
Peter.
battery was any good.
We got fuel.
I can hear the pump buzzing in the back. There's fuel.
All right.
Let's have a gander. Let's have a gander.
Yeah, we've got loads of oil.
Excellent.
Okay, so that's not an issue. I mean, it turns over. That's a good start. Not that it matters, because we're taking the engine out.
But we do want to get it started.
We do want to get it started.
Should we see if there's a spark?
Contact.
Yeah, there's spark. That's going to do it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pissing out fuel. Could you...
Crank it?
No, don't crank it, because we're going to have a bit of a fire.
Oh.
Oh! Yeah, there's definitely fuel. No, no more. No more.
So we have fuel.
So we have fuel.
We have spark,
We have spark.
but we have no engine.
We have no start.
This is the new project car. This is Peter Mark 1. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a great week and come back. Get here.
Get away.
Don't do that. This is really expensive, Rory.
That is really expensive.
Transition. Transition.